Follow white rabbit. I'm taking potions, call me Alice. Watch me grow taller.
Okay, hi, sorry about that. Okay, so, hey guys, it's me, Aya, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. And yeah, I know that it's been a while, but because I've been quite busy, but here I am, and today the book review is gonna be about The Ash Princess. I'm pretty sure I mentioned The Ash Princess before in one of my videos. I can't really remember which one, but definitely from one of the videos. Anyways, I'm just gonna tell you first of all what Ash Princess is all about. By the way, there's also a sequel which is called Lady Smoke. Yeah. Alright, now The Ash Princess is about this girl Theodosia. Princess Theodosia. This is kind of like fantasy, sort of dystopian world, not really, sort of, you know. So this book follows this Princess Theodosia. Her mother, the Queen, the Fire Queen, got murdered right in front of her eyes when she was 6, and then this horrible Kaiser, basically a king from another country, invaded Theodosia's country and enslaved her people, killed a gazillion people, and they killed her mother, and he took over the throne, and he named Princess Theodosia the Ash Princess. And the Kaiser enjoys humiliating her, torturing her, and, torturing her, like, physically and mentally, every single time any of the Astrian slaves, Astria, the country, the home country of the Ash Princess, every time an Astrian shows any sign of being rebellious, the Kaiser will call the Ash Princess, and she'll get whipped several times, many times, and this has been happening since she was 6. So you can imagine how horrifying that can be. And in one of the scenes near the ending of the story, I'm sorry, I just have to tell you, but it is so bloody, and it made me want to cry. It was just so terrible. It literally was like, oh my god, I can't. Like, this author, I love this author, she's amazing, but she makes me want to cry, her writing, like, not in a bad way, it's just that it's very descriptive, and her words are so powerful. The way she described the pain that the princess was feeling while being whipped. She said that her spine cracked and the bloodshed, it's just horrifying. And, it's about this girl Theodosia, and like I said, the Kaiser named her the Ash Princess to humiliate her. And then there's these people these gifted Astrians. Since Astrian people, some of them are gifted and they have the power to control, like, the wind, earth, stuff like that. Fire, the 4 elements. And 4 or 5 elements, I can't remember. Sorry. And, well, there's these few people that Theodosia knows, some of them, and they come to Theodosia and they help her out, and they create this amazing plan to try to get back at the Kaiser. At first they were just planning on taking Theodosia out of that country so she'll be safe. But then later on they changed the plan so Theodosia could take revenge and help her people. I mean, not all of the slaves were released straight away, but a lot of them were helped by her. So they created this plan for Theodosia to make the Kaiser's son, the prince, to fall in love with her, and then she's supposed to kill him. And that way, the Kaiser, or if they don't kill, their plan was, if Theodosia doesn't kill the prince, then they'll try to turn the prince against his own father, so he'll kill his father. And then they kill the prince. But in the end, they didn't do that. Spoiler alert, sorry. They actually end up capturing the prince as a hostage. And they also ended up murdering the Thine, the person who slayed her mother, Theodosia's mother, the person who killed millions and millions of people. And his daughter, I'm sorry, I can't say her name. It's so hard to pronounce. Crescentia, Cress, short for Cress. Right, Cress. Here's the thing, they poisoned, Theodosia got this maid to poison her father. And then the daughter was actually friends with Theodosia when they were little, and they still are friends. And then she got so mad because her best friend literally betrayed her. But then again, she did it for her country. Theo did it for her country. And she also did it to prove that she loved her country and she would never rebel against them, no matter what. I just love the story. I mean, it's so sad though. So many characters in this book, their childhood has been taken away from them, and they have to work as slaves, and they get tortured and whipped and punished since they were little. And the saddest part of the story is the fact that Theodosia's mother had been taken away from her, and she's been living in fear her entire life, wondering if she'll ever be rescued, until those rebels came to help her. Before that, she had no hope whatsoever. And it's just really sad. And then all of a sudden, they just expect her to be a great queen. And she doesn't exactly know how to do that because she's basically still a teenager. She's like 17, if I remember correctly. It's just so overwhelming. It must be overwhelming for her. And the fact that such a young person like her and the others must deal with such violence and commit such violence just to help their country. That's just the saddest thing ever. Honestly, I love Theodosia. She's such a strong character, an independent character. I really love this book, I really do. But I'm just going to warn you, if you're thinking about reading it, it is very bloody and horrifying, but overall it is a great book, and I love it no matter what, because I just love it. And I already finished this book, and I'm at the beginning of Lady Smoke, the sequel. And yep, that's it for today, guys. Bye. Hey guys, I'm sorry about that. I know that I said that that's the end of it. That's the end for today, but actually no. I'm going to show you what Lady Smoke looks like. This is a sequel, the second and last book of The Ash Princess. And it is quite a bit thicker, if you can tell. Yep. And now it's it for